Welcome to e-lecture series initiated by LJ Institute of Pharmacy. Myself Dr. Dilip Maheshwari, Professor and Head of Department Chemistry and QA at LJ Institute of Pharmacy. In today's session we will discuss about size exclusion chromatography. A size exclusion chromatography is used for the separation of compound on the basis of the size of your compound. It is also known as gel chromatography because here the porous particles or gel material are used to separate out the molecules of different size. It is generally used to separate biological molecules and determine the molecules weights and molecular weight distribution of polymers. Molecules that are smaller than the pore size can enter the particles and therefore have a longer path and longer transit time than larger molecules that cannot be entered into the particles. So here the larger particles, they are separate out first. The smaller particles, they can be passed through the pores of your gel material or stationary phase, then they can be eluted out later. Here see at the bottom the large molecules enter few pores in the gel and so they can be traveled rapidly at the eluted out sooner. The medium size at the middle of the columns, the molecule enters some pores in the gel and equilibrium between the gel and moving buffers. At the top, very small molecules enter many pores in the gel, equilibrium between the gel and moving the buffer and so travel slowly and they can be eluted out later. So this is the basic separation by the size exclusion chromatography or gel chromatography. This is again the diagram or picture of size exclusion chromatography. The separation of proteins, they can be done by this chromatography. The protein mixture, they can be mixture of your sample, they can be introduced on the top of the columns. Inside the columns, the stationary phase, the different type of gel materials are available. Then after that, from the top of the column, the mobile phase, the different type of solvent are introduced. The solvent reservoirs are available on the top of the column. So after when they can be passed through this stationary phase, your compound, they can be separate out. See at the bottom the large particles, they are separate out first, and smaller particles, they can be passed through the stationary phase, the pores of the stationary phase, they can be eluted out later, and the medium sized particles, they can be remain in the middle of the columns. So according to the size of your particles, the size of your substance, they can be separate out with the help of this chromatography. So that's why it is known as size exclusion chromatography. Now type of size exclusion chromatography. Number 1, gel permeation chromatography. Number 2, gel filtration chromatography. In gel permeation chromatography, here the hydrophilic column packing material are used and non-aqueous mobile phase, that is the organic solvent, are used. So they measure the molecular weight distribution of synthetic polymers. So your stationary phase is hydrophobic and your mobile phase is organic solvent, that is non-aqueous in gel permeation chromatography. In gel filtration chromatography, it is a reverse. The hydrophilic packing material are used and aqueous mobile phase to separate the fractionate or measure the molecular weight distribution of molecules soluble in water such as polysaccharide and proteins. They can be separate out with the help of gel filtration chromatography. So here mobile phase is aqueous solutions and your stationary phase is hydrophilic substance or packing materials. So these are the two types of gel permeation chromatography and gel filtration chromatography of your size exclusion or gel chromatography. Now mechanism of separation in size exclusion chromatography, which can be depend on the three factors. Number 1, the pore volume. Number 2, the void volume. Number 3, the matrix volume. In the pore volume, it refers to the pore lumen space within the particles. The particles which are used, in between that the steric exclusion effect are seen, the separation are also depend on this pore volume. The void volume, it refers to the excluded volume, that is the space between the particles. This effect is known as restricted diffusion effect. So between these two particles the space are seen, it also be effect on the separation of your compounds. The matrix volumes, it refers to the solid component of the particles that can be fills the column bed, so it is known as secondary exclusion effect. So this volume also be a depend upon the give the effect on the separation of size exclusion chromatography. This separation, they can be depend on the formula Vt is equal to Vg plus Vi plus Vo. Vg is the volume occupied by the packing, Vi is the volume of solvent in the pores, Vo is the free solvent volumes. So see the graph or chromatogram where you see the compounds peaks which can be separated out from the size exclusion chromatography. Now techniques or steps or methods or components of gel chromatography or size exclusion chromatography. Here number 1, stationary phase, number 2, mobile phase, number 3, columns, number 4, preparation of the sample, number 5, application of the samples, pumps, detectors. These are the components of size exclusion chromatography or gel chromatography. Stationary phase, here in a stationary phase the different type of gel are used. There are 3 types of gel. Number 1, soft gel, number 2, semi-rigid gel, number 3, rigid gel. Here the difference between these 3 gel, that is the physical characteristic of that components. In soft gel, when you prepare in the solvent, so they can be swell 1000 folds more than the original volume. So it is known as soft gel. In a semi-rigid gel, it can be swell 20 to 30% than the original volume. And in a rigid gel, it is available in the physical form. When you prepare in some solvent, so they can be increased 1% to 2% than the physical volume. So you have to select the different type of gel on the basis of the which type of compounds, the size of the compounds, because these 3 gel having the gel material having a different pore size. So according to that pore size you have to select your compounds. Ultimately you are separate out a compound which present in the mixture on the mixture which contain your compound, they are different in the size. After that, the second step is mobile phase. Here the different type of organic and inorganic or aqueous solvent are used as a mobile phase. So different type of solvent like chloroform, tetrahydrochloride, benzene, acetone, these are the organic solvent which are generally used for the mobile phase, as well as the aqueous solvent like different type of buffers, ammonia solution, they are also be used as a mobile phase. The third part is the columns. Here the different type of column with a different size are available. On the basis of the sample volume you have to select the columns. The columns, they are generally made from the glass columns as well as stainless steel columns, but glass column is most preferably because they cannot be interact, they are inert in nature, they cannot be interact with your mobile phase, your compound as well as stationary phase. Then the preparation of the sample. Your sample you have to solubilize in the proper solvent or generally in mobile phase, so they cannot be interact with the solvent. So they cannot give the any interaction or chemical reaction, so you get the proper result at the end. Then the application of the sample. After preparation of your sample is applied on the top of the column. With the help of burette or micropipette or the pipettes, you can be apply your sample on the top of the columns once your stationary phase are ready in that. Then after application of sample, your mobile phase are also be moved from the reservoir which are available on the top of the columns. Then the pump is available, the pump is connected with your columns which can be create a pressure. The fast analysis are seen here. The reciprocating pump and syringe pump are generally used for the faster analysis by the size exclusion chromatography. After that, after separation, your compound is passed through the detector. Here, the refractive index detector, UV detector, mass detector are generally used for the separation of the compounds, which can be analyzed your molecular weight of your compounds with the help of mass spectroscopy. So, the detector, on the basis of your compound affinity, you have to select that detectors, so you get the proper results. So these are the steps or components of size exclusion chromatography, technique for size exclusion chromatography. Then the application of gel chromatography or size exclusion chromatography. The gel chromatography are generally used for the purification, desalting or concentrations or protein binding study or molecular weight determination of protein compounds or biological substance. We will see one by one in the detail. The purification of biological macromolecules like virus, proteins, enzyme, hormones, nucleic acid, antibodies and polypeptides can be done by the gel chromatography. It is also be useful for the separation of low molecular weight component from the mixture. Example, separation of low molecular weight dextran from the corn syrup oil. So purification of different compounds, they can be done by the gel chromatography. The desalting application is also be available for the size exclusion chromatography. The large molecules of biological origin are separated from the inorganic or ionizable species is known as desalting. By the use of a column of Sifadex G25, solution of high molecular weight compound can be desalted with the help of this chromatography. In this, the high molecular weight substance move with the void volume while low molecular weight components are distributed between the mobile phase and stationary phase, and hence the move slowly, and by this technique they can be separated out by gel chromatography. Desalting is a faster and more efficient technique than the dialysis. It helps in the removal of phenol from the nucleic acid preparations, ammonium sulfate from the protein preparation, as well as monosaccharide from the polysaccharides and amino acid from the proteins. So this chromatography are generally used for the monosaccharides from the polysaccharide separations, protein high molecular weight proteins from the protein substance, amino acids separate out from the proteins, nucleic acid they are also be separate out from the ammonium sulfate ions. So these are the some application of gel chromatography. It is also be useful for the concentration of dilute solution. Solution of high molecular weight substance, they can be concentrated by the addition of dry G-Sifadex. Water and low molecular weight substance remain in the solutions. After then, minutes of the gel is removed by the centrifugations, leaving the high molecular weight material in a solution whose concentration has increased but whose pH and ionic strength are unaltered. So the compounds are available in the very low concentrations. So after present in the mixture, so after separation of your this chromatography, they can be available in the very concentrate specific compound in this chromatography. The molecular weight determination. The compound are separate out on the basis of size, so you have to also be able to weight determination, molecular weight determination can be done by this chromatography. Cefadex G25 and G50 have been used in the removal of low molecular weight from the high molecular weight natural products molecules. The effluent volume of globular protein are largely and determined by their molecular weight. The effluent volume is approximately a linear function of the logarithm of molecular weight compounds. So, on the basis of that, the molecular weight of your compounds, they can be done by this chromatography. Protein binding study are also be done by the gel chromatography or size exclusion chromatography. Reversible binding of a ligand to a macromolecule such as protein including receptor proteins. A sample of proteins or ligand mixture is applied to column of gel which has previously equilibrated with the solution of ligand of some concentration in the mixture. Sample is diluted with the buffer and concentration of ligands and protein in the effluent are determined. Early fraction will be contains unbound ligands, but the subsequent appearance of the protein will result in an increase in the total amount of ligands. So the protein binding study with the receptor, how much amount of your compound proteins they can be make a complex with that receptor, they are available on the receptor, they can be done by this chromatography. So these are the application of your gel chromatography or size exclusion chromatography. The recent advance in the size exclusion chromatography, this chromatography process is now available to purify DNA wrapped carbon nanotubes and to sort them into the fraction of uniform length. A type of silica based column resin was identified that shows a minimum adsorption of DNA CNT. So carbon nanotubes DNA can be separated out and they can be studied by this chromatography. So this is about the gel chromatography or size exclusion chromatography. Thank you for the listening. Please share and subscribe our YouTube channel Pharma Ignite. Thank you very much.